tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Griffin Field in Kalispell, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we get ready to go for Game 2 on the day between the Billings Scarlets, the 4th-seeded Billings Scarlets, and the 5th-seeded Missoula Mavericks. The Great Falls Chargers getting the shocking win in Game 1 over the Bozeman Bucks, 6-5. So the Chargers will play the winner of this game tomorrow at 4. The Bucks will play the loser of Game 3. And that will be between... Oh, this is Game 3. Okay, sorry. They have Game 2 as Lethbridge and Billings Royals at 4 o'clock, but it's actually Game 3 going on right now. And so the Bucks will play the loser of this game. The Chargers will play the winner of this game. Looking at starting lineups, we always start off with the opposing team when we cover Missoula Mavericks. And for the Billings Scarlets, it will be number 4, Christian Michelson, the center fielder, to lead off. Max Egan will hold down second base. He's number 2. He bats second. Batting third will be the pitcher, Ben Tallman, number 11. Andy Larson, number 18, will hold down first base. He'll bat fourth. Batting fifth is number 7, Dylan Johnson. He'll hold down third. Batting sixth will be number 15, Corey Brownson. He will be in left field. The catcher, number 24, Jaron Wilcox, will bat seventh. Batting eighth is Logan Meyer. He will hang out in right field. And the shortstop, number 1, Kobe Croft, will finish out the order. Now looking at the Missoula Mavericks batting order here in Game 2. Leading off will be the veteran, number 2, James Martin. He'll be at his normal spot, holding down second base. Brendan Buchanan, number 10, will bat second. He'll be at shortstop. Dane Frazier, number 7, will hold down third base. He's batting third. Batting fourth is the third baseman, number 13, Tarad Richardson. Number 18, Parker Stevens, will hang out in right field. Brendan Hill will bat sixth. He's number 3. He's in center field. Number 16, Sam Busey, will hang out in left field, batting seventh. Batting eighth will be the designated hitter, number 6, Bo King. And rounding it out is the catcher, number 9, Clayton Frankie. So that is your batting orders for the game today. As they announce the starting lineups for both sides, the tournament director, Toby, is the PA for the first 2 games. And Kalispell Lakers, the hosts of our AA state tournament here in Kalispell, and they've done a great job so far. It's been a lot of fun, and they've been very gracious and helpful with everything throughout the day. Mavericks will have the third base line dugout, while Bozeman will have the first base line dugout. The next game after this one, we are scheduled for a 1 o'clock start time, but the next game will be at 4 p.m. That's Lethbridge Elks and the Billings Royals. And the nightcap is at 7 o'clock tonight, and that is Helena versus Kalispell. Lethbridge is number 6, Royals is number 3. Helena is number 7, and Kalispell, the host team, is number 2. They squeaked out that number 2 spot after the win by the Senators over the Royals at the end of the regular conference season last year. So the Mavericks have been announced, and they are on the field. We'll have the Scarlets announced here. And before each game on the tournament, there will be a reading of the Code of Conduct. So the Scarlets being warmed up, they're wearing their old school jerseys. I love the Scarlets jerseys when they wear them like this. It reminds me, I'm not a White Sox fan, but I love the similarity between those uniforms. If I was to choose an MLBO team, it would probably be the Diamondbacks and the Minnesota Twins would be the 2 teams I would pick out. But that's just my personal reference, and I know that if Mr. Paul Yarbrough, the voice of the Missoula Mavericks, is listening in, I'm sure he'll have some heckling for me the next time we see each other, which will be in 2 weeks for the Northwest Regional Tournament in Missoula, Montana. So everybody's lined up, ready to go, and we will have the code of conduct, players' code of conduct, here in just a moment. We'll step aside while that goes on, and we get ready to go for the game. Dylan Chalmers on the mound for the Mavericks, and Ben Tallman. So we'll give it just a few moments here before we jump in. And they're going to do the anthem. So we'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go and get ready for the first pitch of Game 2 of our 2018 Montana-Alberta American Legion State Tournament. Winner moves on, and of the tournament, I should say, moves on and will be in the Northwest Regional Tournament August 8th through the 12th. The Missoula Mavericks will be there as they are the host, but the winner of the tournament will move on and participate in the Northwest Regional Tournament. The winner of the Northwest Regional Tournament will represent the Northwest at the series in South Carolina at the end of August. So a lot on the line here. Excited to get ready to go. These two teams know each other very well, the Mavericks and the Scarlets. Ben Tallman on the bump to lead off. Tallman, a seasoned Legion pitcher here in Montana. For the Mavericks, it's their veteran James Martin leading off, Buchanan in the on-deck circle, and Frazier in the hole. Dylan Chalmers will throw for the Mavericks when they have their defensive side. So we get ready to go here. Billings Scarlets, their coach, Adam Hurst, Brady Mueller, and Spencer Pollock. Adam Hurst is the manager as James Martin makes his way to the plate for the first pitch.
Wilcox throws down, ready to go. Leading it off for the Mavs, number 2, second baseman James Martin.
So James Martin to lead it off. He gets ready for the Tallman pitch. And Tallman with the throw. First pitch at 1:02. And it will be a ball. It'll be high for ball 2. So Martin starting out facing a batter's count at 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and this one's going to be high over first base. The second baseman waves everybody off in the glove, and that is the first out of the game. Now we'll go to the shortstop, number 10, Brendan Buchanan.
Let's go, Bucky. Brendan's out of short this morning, this afternoon.
So Brendan settles in with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the first pitch to Buchanan. He's going to bounce this one right to the pitcher. The foot race 1, and that's out number 2 by the Scarlets. It's 2 very quick outs. And we go to the first baseman, number 7, Dane Frazier.
Dane Frazier will bat with 2 outs. Dane's at first base this afternoon.
So Dane settles in. Tallman now ready for his first pitch to Frazier. And that's high for a ball. Winner of this game will face the Great Falls Chargers tomorrow at 1 as we go to ball 2. Trad Richardson in the on deck as Frazier's going to have this one fouled off for strike 1. So 2-1 on the count, pitch on the way, fouled off, and we'll have an even count at 2 for the first baseman.
Let's go, Dane. Come on, Dane. Get us started, kid.
Frazier to settle in, and the pitch. And we'll have a full count at 3-2. Two outs, nobody on. And Frazier will reach off of the walk. So with 2 outs, the Mavericks will have a runner at first, and the third baseman, number 13, Trad Richardson, will come to the plate. Tallman with the pitch to Richardson, and that one will be high for a ball. Parker Stevens moves to the on-deck circle for Missoula. And this one will be fouled off for strike 1. We even the count out at 1 here for Richardson. Umpire gives us the count at 1-1, and Richardson settles in. Tallman now with the pitch, and we'll have ball 2. So 2-1 on the count. Trad Richardson, the lone Frenchtown High School representative on the Mavericks. Good makeup of all the schools represented. The pitch gets away, and Frazier will slide into second off the wild pitch, and we move to 3-1 on the count. Want to say hello to the voice of the Missoula Mavericks, Paul Yarbrough, as he's watching in Superior. Here's the pitch, and Richardson will foul this one off to give us a full count. Richardson to settle in. And the pitch. And Trad will be walked, so back-to-back walks for Tallman to put runners on for the Mavericks. And with 2 outs, we go to the right fielder, Parker Stevens. Wilcox, the catcher, going out to check in with Tallman. Parker Stevens settles in now and waits his first pitch of the game. And that'll be a ball. Brendan Hill in the on-deck circle. And a visit right out of the gate by the pitching coach to check in with Tallman. Now Tallman, he is a Billings West student. Saw him participate with the basketball program the last couple of years. That's a great thing about what I do, is I get to see these kids on multiple sports, multiple levels, and get to know them from the outside looking in. And Tallman, a very outstanding athlete in the Billings area. So Parker Stevens waits for the 1-0 by Tallman. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. The pitch. And Stevens will swing for strike 1. Brendan Hill in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Opening inning of the second game of the 2018. Stevens is going to crank this one high over second base. The shortstop calls everybody off. It is in the glove, and that's the side. So the Mavericks will get 2 on. They'll leave them there, and we go to the bottom of the first, tied at 0. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Include the top of the first, Missoula Mavericks 0. Billings Scarlets coming about. Folks, if you haven't had a chance to visit our concession stand.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the first inning where it's scoreless between the Missoula Mavericks and the Billings Scarlets. Game 2 of the 2018 Montana-Alberta tournament. Dylan Chalmers on the bump for the Mavericks in the game. And leading off for the Scarlets, Christian Michelson, the center fielder. So Dylan Chalmers is ready for his first pitch of the game. The ace for the Mavericks is Chalmers. Here's the pitch. And Chalmers will slide it over the plate for strike 1. Max Egan in the on-deck circle with Ben Tallman in the hole for the Scarlets. Scarlets have the first baseline dugout. Here's the pitch by Chalmers. And we'll have an even count at 1. So the Scarlets finished their season on a 4-game win streak, as Chalmers will slide the pitch over the plate for strike 2. They would take down the Moose Monarchs in a doubleheader on the 21st, and then the Senators on the 22nd in a doubleheader. Here's the 1-2, and we'll have an even pitch count at 2. So Christian Michelson leading off. Here's the pitch by Chalmers. Reached for, it's going to roll. Richardson picks it up. The throw to first is there. Nice job. No! They say Frazier's foot came off the bag, and the Scarlets will have a runner at first to lead off. So now we move to Max Egan, the second baseman. And they're going to say that is an error. Drop down. The throw to second, and that's going to beam Chalmers. Richardson trying to make the throw. They're going to bring the runner around all the way home, and the Scarlets will earn a run off the bloop. And Egan stays at first off the air.
We have changed that hit by Michelson to an error.
And everybody checks on Chalmers. Hathaway will make his way out. Richardson trying to make the throw to second, and Chalmers took the throw at point-blank range. So we'll make sure, yep, Chalmers is all right. He waves everybody off. Hathaway will stroll back to the dugout. And the Scarlets earn a run with no outs. Runner standing at first. Back-to-back errors on the 2 first batters. And they do have safety people here as Ben Tallman comes to the plate, number 11. He is the pitcher. And Chalmers with a pitch. That one will slide over the plate for strike 1. So getting tagged, not affecting Chalmers so far. Runner at first takes his lead, and the pitch. And we'll go even at 1. Andy Larson goes to the on-deck circle. 1-1 on the count. No outs and a runner at first. Swung on for strike 2. So Dilly getting the batter to swing on the third pitch for strike 2. So 1-2 on the count. Swung on, and Chalmers will strike the batter out. Tallman looks back to the umpire, and the umpire tells him to go to his dugout.
Out number 1, that'll bring up number 18, Andy Larson.
So that takes us to Andy Larson, number 18. He is the first baseman. 1 out, 1 on. 1 run scored. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit into right field. A bounce, and Stevens will pick it up. And the Scarlets will have a hit. So 2 errors charged to the Mavericks. And now we go to Number 7, Dylan Johnson, the third baseman. 1 out, runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch by Chalmers to Johnson. It's high for a ball. First 3 batters would put a strike on the board. Chalmers would strike. Get him to... Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 2. Corey Brownson in the on-deck circle now. The pitch. This one's going to be bounced out towards second. Buchanan keeps it in front of him. It'll roll away. They'll bring the runner from second around third. He's on his way home. And the Scarlets earn run number 2 here in the bottom of the first to take a 2-0 lead over the Mavericks.
Holds the runner Larson at second. Number 15, Corey
And now we go to number 15, Corey Brownson, the left fielder. So 1 out, runners at first and second.
Hey, good job, Dill. Another ground ball, kid.
Dylan Chalmers checks the runner at second. Now the pitch, and it's swung on for strike 1. Jaron Wilcox in the on-deck circle. 0-1 on the count. Swung on for strike 2. So Chalmers getting the batter to swing on the first 2 pitches. The 0-2. This one's going to be fouled off. Batter will stay alive at the 0-2 count. Frankie gets the call to Chalmers. And the stretch. This one's fouled off. Just about the same line as the last one came off. The runner for the last foul ball will just pick it up as it rolls to him. Runners at first and second take their lead. And this one's going to be, it's a little bouncer. Chalmers will pick it up. The throw to first. It's high. That brings the runner home from third. It's going to roll deep. They'll bring the runner around from second. And the Scarlets will earn 2 runs to take a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first with 1 out. And another error charged to the Mavericks. And we go to the catcher, number 24, Jaron Wilcox.
Jaron's catching this afternoon.
Runner at second with the lead, and Chalmers now with his first pitch to Wilcox. That one will be strike 1. The pitch. Swung on. This one's popped up over the pitcher's mound. Martin will come in, and the second baseman will put it in the glove for out number 2. Runner at second will hold. So now we move to Logan Meyer, the number 8 batter. He is the right fielder. So Scarlets moving through their order in the first inning. Chalmers checks the runner at second, and the pitch. That's low for a ball. Kobe Croft goes to the on-deck circle for the Scarlets. The pitch. And we'll get ball 2. Mavericks with a couple of uncharacteristic errors here in the first inning. And the Scarlets capitalizing. This one's going to be fouled back in. And we'll have strike one. Off the end of the bat and right back into Clayton Frankie, the catcher. Umpire clears the plate off here. Gorgeous day at Griffin Field. Had some rain last night here in Kalispell. It's kind of nice to have the rain come in and cool everything down. The pitch. This one's going to be fouled down the third base line, and we'll have an even count at 2. Bottom of the first, Scarlets lead the Mavericks 4-0. Chalmers now with the pitch. And we'll have a full count at 3-2. The pitch. This one's reached for. Chalmers will get it. The throw to first will be on target, and that's the side. So the Scarlets, they hang 1, they score 4, and we go to the top of the first with the Mavericks looking to come back down 4-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
27 total pitches for Dylan Chalmers.
Have you checked out the Garden of Eden video of the week at mpsn406.com? Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage and email us the video. Yours just might go viral. npsn.com, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the second inning where the Billings Scarlets lead the Missoula Mavericks 4-0. Scarlets punching 4 runs up on the board. And Ben Tallman on the bump for the Scarlets. Leading off for the Mavericks is their center fielder, Brendan Hill. First pitch to Hill is high for a ball. So Hill, Busey, and King scheduled on the inning for the Mavericks. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 2. Tallman would walk 2 batters in the 5 that he faced in the first inning.
Let's go, Hill.
Here's the pitch. And we'll go to 3-0 now.
Go, make it be yours now. Let's go, kid.
Go, Brandon.
Sam Busey stands in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Here's the 3-0, and that pitch will slide over the plate for strike 1. Mavericks looking for their first hit of the game. And Hill will be walked to start off for the Mavericks. The Mavericks will have a runner at first with no outs here in the top of the second. That's a 3rd walk of the game for Tallman. And now we go to Sam Busey, the left fielder, number 16. Here's the pitch. And that one is fouled off for strike 1.
Let's go, Sam.
Bo King in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks.
Be patient. Wait for your pitch, kid. Let's go. Make him throw straight.
Hill takes his lead at first. And the pitch. And we'll go even at 1. Having Hill on is dangerous for the Scarlets as Brendan Hill is a base master as the pitch comes in high to give us ball 2.
He's struggling, finding his zone. Let's go. Make him throw strikes.
2-1. And Busey's going to send this one to center field. It's going to be in the glove. Hill will have to get back, and he will just in time. That's one down.
Christian Michelson tracks it down.
Now we go to Bo King, the designated hitter for the Mavericks.
Come on, Bo. Hit it hard somewhere, buddy. Let's go.
F8 for Busey. Now batting the DH number 6, Bo King.
So King settles in, his first at-bat of the tournament, with Hill at first and one out. The pitch. It slides over the plate for strike one. King, the designated hitter in today's game. The pitch. And that'll slide over the plate for strike two. So Tallman finding the zone here against King. Clayton Frankie goes to the on-deck circle for the Mavericks with one out. And we'll have ball one to King. He'll let that one slide by. Patience is the key.
Be patient. The Blue owes you one for that last one. Let's go.
Here's the 1-2. And Hill's going to go ahead and make his way to second. The throw is made, and he's down in time. Brennan Hill gets the free base. Pitch thrown was a ball. Motion on the bases without a hit as Hill gets through to second. And Bo King settles in with a 2-2 count. And King will hit this one. The second baseman will jump, bobble it. The throw to first is in time. Hill will get to third. And that's two outs. Now we go to Clayton Frankie.
Hey, good job moving them over. Let's go.
Clayton Frankie, the catcher, number 9. Hill standing at third, the threat for the Mavericks. Mavericks still looking for their first hit of the game. Here's the pitch. And Frankie will check swing. It'll have contact. The throw to first, and that's the side. So the Mavericks will get one on. They'll leave them there, and we go to the bottom of the second with Billings. Scarlets holding on to the lead 4-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the second inning where the Billings Scarlets lead the Missoula Mavericks 4-0. Tough first inning defensively for the Mavericks, but they look to overcome and recover here in the bottom of the second. Leading off is the bottom of the order for the Scarlets. Their 9-hole batter, number 1, Kobe Croft, the shortstop. Dylan Chalmers on the bump, and the first pitch of the inning is on its way. It'll be hit out. Buchanan will get it on the fringe. The throw to first is not there in time. Good job by Buchanan out there at shortstop. And we swing to the top of the order to Christian Michelson. Michelson reached off of an error, his first at-bat.
Center fielder Christian Michelson.
Chalmers with the stretch. Richardson expecting bunt. The bunt is laid down. It'll roll towards the first baseline. Frankie with the throw, and Frazier will hold on to it. The sack bunt will move the runner to second for out number 1. So now we go to Max Egan, the second baseman.
Max Egan about now with 1 on, 1 out.
Croft stands at second with 1 out. And Chalmers now ready for the first pitch. It'll be high for a ball. Egan reached off of an error, his first at bat. Here's the pitch. And it's swung on. This time Buchanan will slide. He'll slow it down, but he'll have to come up. The runner from second is around, and the Scarlets add another run to take a 5-0 lead over the Mavericks. With 1 out, the Scarlets will have a runner at first.
Pitcher Ben Tallman digging in for the Scarlets.
And now we go to the pitcher, number 11, Ben Tallman for Billings. So Chalmers now with the pitch. No, they're going to throw to first. Here's the Chalmers pitch. Swung on for strike 1. Andy Larson goes to the on-deck circle for the Scarlets. Tallman settles in with the 0-1. Chalmers with the stretch. And that'll be strike 2. Tallman was struck out his first at-bat. The lone strikeout of the game for Chalmers. Here's the 0-2. Swung on. And that will be strike 3 for out number 2. So Tallman, back-to-back strikeouts, and we go to number 18, Andy Larson, the first baseman. Top of 2. Scarlets lead the Mavericks 5-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That'll be strike 1. So Dilly getting into his groove now. Here's the 0-1. Swung on. This one's going to roll out to Martin. He'll get the pickup. The throw to first, and that's the side. So the Scarlets earn 1. They leave 1, and we go to the bottom of the second. Billings Scarlets leading the Missoula Mavericks 5-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside. You can still take your hockey best dietary supplement, Define 8. Garden of Reading is located at 2621 Brook Street. Garden of Reading is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Griffin Field in sunny Kalispell, Montana, where the Billings Scarlets lead the Missoula Mavericks 5-0. For the Mavericks, here in the top of the third, it's their leadoff, or bottom of the second, I should say. It's their leadoff man.
Wilcox throws down, ready to go here in the third.
James Martin.
For the Mavs, lead-off hitter. Number 2, James Martin.
So Martin to settle in. His first at-bat resulted in a pop-out.
We'll take 2 over here. You need to come over with more now.
And this one's going to get by the second baseman, and James Martin will find himself on the first hit of the game for the Mavericks here in the... We should be...
Number 10, shortstop Brendan Buchanan for the Mavs.
Top of the third. And the first pitch to Brendan Buchanan. Is a ball. Here's Tallman's pitch to Buchanan. He's going to rocket this one in the crease. It's going to get deep. That's going to bring Martin around. He's on the run. Hathaway's, come on, boy. And Martin will make his way home, and the Mavericks are on the board. Double for Buchanan. And the Mavericks earn their first run of the game off the huge hit by the shortstop.
Man in scoring position, nobody out.
So Tallman settles in for Dane Frazier. And the first pitch to Frazier will be a ball. So 1-0 to the first baseman. Frazier was walked his first at bat.
Sit on one, kid. Let's go.
1-0. Tallman with the pitch. And that one will slide over the plate to even us out at 1. Trad Richardson goes to the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. The pitch. And Frazier's going to have this one deep into right. It's in the glove. Buchanan will tag at third, or second. He's on his way to third, and he'll slide in, and the Mavericks will have a runner at third on the sac fly for out 1. And now we go to Rad Richardson.
Brad Richardson will battle the man in scoring position.
Let's go.
So Richardson settles in and waits for his first pitch.
Sit on one, kid. Let's go.
He'll let it go by for ball 1.
Let's go, Trad!
Trad walked his first at-bat.
Hey, be patient. Sit on one. Let's go.
He'll let that one slide by for ball 2. So he goes ahead in the count, 2-0, as I mentioned, walked his first at-bat.
Mom, you doing okay? Yeah.
And the Tallman pitch. And we'll go ball 3. Trad thought about that one, but... So we're 3-0 on the count. Parker Stevens stands in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. 1 out, and Brendan Buchanan stands at third. Here's the pitch. It's high, and Trad will be walked for the second time on the game.
Number 18, Parker Stevens.
Let's go, Park!
Hey, let's go, 18.
And that'll be the 4th walk of the game for Tallman. We now move to Parker Stevens, the right fielder.
Hey, be patient, 1-8. Make him groove one. Let's go.
So Stevens settles in. Parker, good to see him back. This is his, I believe, his 4th game back in the lineup since he had his shoulder injury, and he's going to smack this one out. It's got some leg on it, and it's going to land at the Dairy Queen sign. That brings Buchanan home, and they'll hold up Richardson at third, and the Mavericks earn another run to make it 5-2 off the double by Parker Stevens. So now that takes us to Brendan Hill as the first visit with the Scarlets. Coach Hill goes down the third base line to speak with Hathaway. Hathaway, in his 28th season with the Missoula Mavericks, is the third base coach and the manager, and we'll give a moment here while the Billings pitching coach So we get ready to go now for Hill. Brendan settles in. And Tallman. And we get the pitch. And Hill will foul it off for strike one. Runners at second and third for the Mavericks with one out. They've earned 2 runs here in the top of the third to pull into a 5-3. And Hill will bounce this one out. Runners will hold the throw to first, and that will be out number 2.
Come on, Buse. Let's go, buddy.
We go to the left fielder, Sam Busey.
Come on, Buse.
Let's go, Buse. Make them groove one for you, kid. Let's go.
Just nice hard hit.
Sam Busey.
So Busey to settle in with 2 outs and runners at second and third. Richardson stands at third and Stevens at second. And the Buse will put this one high down the first base line. First baseman's looking for it, and he's got it in the glove, and that's the side. So the Mavericks will earn 2. They'll leave 2, and it's 5-2 Scarlets. We'll be back with the bottom of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
Maybe you want outside, you can still take your hockey. Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
Welcome back to MPSN as we go to the bottom of the third inning where the Billings Scarlets lead the Missoula Mavericks 5-2. Leading off for the Scarlets will be their third baseman, number 7, Dylan Johnson. It's the battle of the Dylans as Dylan Chalmers is on the mound, and the first pitch will slide over the plate for strike one. Chalmers has done a good job on the mound. There's been a couple of errors by the Mavericks that have caused the runs, but Chalmers, he's been getting the batters to swing, or he's had a first strike pitch on almost every pitch on the inning, first pitch to a batter on the inning. We even the count out at 1 now.
Nice pitch.
One-two pitch is hit out to Chalmers. He'll make the run to first. That is out number 1.
Good job, Dylan.
First out of the inning.
There we go. Way to get ahead, kid. Way to go, 12.
So with 1 down, we go to number 15, Corey Brownson, the left fielder.
That's now for the Scarlets.
Dylan's at 40. 40.
Here's the pitch by Chalmers, and it'll be swung on for a strike. And Lawrence King, our official scorer, says that Chalmers is at 41 pitches. Here's the 0-1, and it's swung on, fouled off for strike 2. So 0-2 on the count to the left fielder with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball one. So 104 is the magic pitch number here in the tournament. 104 is when you can have your last batter. And this one's going to be high over the pitcher's mound. Martin will come in. No, Frazier wants it. And Frazier will have it for out number 2.
Frazier takes charge, puts it away for the second out.
And we go to Jaron Wilcox. So the Mavericks settling down here in the third inning.
Jaron Wilcox about 2 out.
Wilcox will come up with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the dilly-dilly pitch. Swung on for strike 1. Logan Meyer goes to the on-deck circle for the Scarlets. Here's the 0-1. And we'll have strike 2. So Chalmers throwing a game here.
Be ready, Bart.
Here's the 0-2. And that'll be ball 1.
Hey, let's go 12.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Frankie won't be able to get to it, and Wilcox will stay alive at 1-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of 3. Scarlets lead 5-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and Chalmers will finish the side with a strikeout. We go to the top of the 4th with the Mavericks looking to repeat what they did in the 3rd. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the 4th inning where the Billings Scarlets lead the Missoula Mavericks 5-2. It's the bottom of the order here in the 4th for the Mavericks as Bo King comes to the plate and Clayton Frankie goes to the on-deck circle. Here's the first pitch to the designated hitter by Tallman. It'll be high for a ball.
Be patient up there. Make him groove one to you. Let's go now.
So Bo King, the designated hitter, he'll let the second one go for ball 2. So 2-0 on the count. King with a ground out, his first at bat. And we'll have strike 1 to King.
Let's go 6. Hey, be a tough out. Let's go.
Leadoff batter here in the 4th. And King's going to slice this one. It's going to go into right field and in the glove. That'll retire King for out number 1. So now we go to the bottom of the order. Number 9, Clayton Frankie, the catcher. Tallman yet to strike out a batter. He's got 4 walks under his belt, only 2 earned runs for the Mavericks off of 3 hits. The big story, though, is the 3 errors on the board for Missoula, and Frankie's going to foul this one off on the bunt for strike 1. The bunt will be fouled off, I should say, for strike 1.
Let's go 9. Let's go, Frankie.
So Frankie settles in.
Go, Clay.
Here's the 0-1 by Tallman. And we'll even it out at 1. Here in the 4th inning, Tallman 51 pitches in.
Hey, hit someplace somewhere hard. Let's go.
And the pitch, and that'll be strike 2.
Let's go,
1-2 on the count with 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch by Tallman, and this one's fouled. And it is out of play into the bullpen down the first base line, and Frankie stays alive at 1-2. Here's the pitch. And we'll have an even count at 2.
Gotta come to you, 9. Be ready for it, kid.
And this one will bounce out. The second baseman will pick it up on the hop. He struggles with it, and Frankie will get on. And that one, I believe, is going to be an error towards the Scarlets.
Frankie aboard on the air, E4 in the book.
We'll take it, though, with 2 outs. And 1 out, I should say. And we swing to the top of the order to James Martin.
Hey, be ready for it, James. Let's go, kid. Hey, good hitter up there now. Let's go.
So Martin on 1 out. He'll swing at the first pitch for strike 1. Martin is 1 for 2, reached on a single his last at-bat, which brought him around to earn the first run of the game for the Mavericks. Here's the 0-1. And we'll be even.
Hey, let's go, 2.
Brennan Buchanan in the on-deck circle for Missoula. Here is the 1-1. And this one's going to be the shortstop. He can't get a hold of it. And that will put another runner on for the Mavericks off of the air. So 2 errors scored towards the Scarlets now. With 1 out, the Mavericks have runners at first and second, and the shortstop, Brennan Buchanan, comes to the plate.
Let's go, Bucky. Keep it going, kid. Let's go now.
Here's the first pitch to Buchanan. He'll let it go by for a ball. Mavericks trying to mount a comeback here as they are down 5-2. 4 early runs. Here's the pitch by the Scarlets, and Buchanan will fire this one off foul to even us out at 1. The 3 errors in the first inning did earn 4 runs for the Scarlets.
Come on, 10 fast and green, kid. Let's go now.
Tallman now getting the pitch and the stretch. This one's going to be down the line. The shortstop will make the throw to second. The throw to first is not in time. They'll get Martin out on the fielder's choice for out number 2. And that puts runners on the corners for the Mavericks with 2 outs.
Hey, let's go, Dane.
And now we go to Dane Frazier, the first baseman.
Let's go, Dane. Bring him in, kid.
The catcher, Jaron Wilcox, steps in front of the plate to signal the field with 2 outs and runners on the corners for the Mavericks.
Be patient up there now.
Frazier waits for his first pitch, and it will slide by for ball 1. Trad Richardson goes to the on-deck circle with 2 outs. Runners at first and third. And Frazier is going to pop this one up. It's going to fly out into right field. Right fielder's looking for it at the warning track. It's in the glove, and that's the side. So the Mavericks will get a couple on. They'll leave them there. And we go to the bottom of the fourth with the Scarlets holding on 5-2. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you feel stuck to your computer when cheering on your Prep Sports hero when you can't make it to the game? Well, now you don't have to. The Missoula Prep Sports Network has an app for all of Missoula's high school sports fans.
How fantastic is that?
Just search Missoula Prep Sports Network in either the iTunes or Google Play App Store and take the game on the go.
It doesn't get any better than this. This is the future.
Missoula Prep Sports Network knows that life is busy and you don't have time to sit by your computer. Download the app and take the game on the go.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we move to the bottom of the fourth where the Scarlets lead the Mavericks 5-2. And leading off for the Scarlets at the bottom of the order, Logan Meyer, the 8-9 batter scheduled. Logan Meyer is the 8 batter, hanging out in right field. Dylan Chalmers on the bump for the Mavericks. A little bit of a rough first inning, but since then he has shut down the Scarlets. The last inning would be 3 up, 3 down for Billings. Meyer looking to see if he can change that. Here's the first pitch by Dilly Dilly. And it's going to be fouled off for strike 1. So Kobe Croft goes to the on-deck circle for the Scarlets. Bottom of 4 in a 7-inning game. Game 2 of the 2018 Class AA American Legion Montana Alberta. And this one's rocketed out into left field. Busey is back there. He falls. It'll get by, but Hill is there to back up. And that will be a double for the leadoff man on the inning.
Good effort out left by Busey.
Meyer will get rid of his gear, and now we'll settle in for Kobe Croft. One on, nobody out. And the Dylan Chalmers pitch will be high for a ball. Croft singled his first at-bat to lead off the second inning. And here's the pitch. That'll be low for a ball. Here's the 2-0. And fouled off for strike 1. So we go 2-1 to the shortstop and Croft. Christian Michelson stands in the on-deck circle. No outs, a runner at second. And the pitch. This one's going to be deep into left field. It's going to be fouled off and will be even at 2. Croft with a single and a run, his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's fouled off and keeps the batter alive at 2-2. Next game is at 4 o'clock. And that will be Lethbridge Elks and the Billings Royals. Chalmers with the 2-2. And we'll get a full count. Chalmers has not walked a batter yet. Has struck out 3. Has allowed 5 runs off of 5 hits. 4 of those runs coming in the first inning, and the batter will get the base off the walk. A high throw to third as the runner advanced. And with no outs, the Scarlets will have runners on the corners. And we swing to the top of the order as Clayton Frankie signals the field with no outs. Christian Michelson, the center fielder. Michelson settles in. And the pitch. That'll slide over the plate for strike one. Michelson reached off of an error his first at bat and a sac bunt his last at bat. Here's the 0-1. And Frankie doing a good job of keeping it in front of him on the ball pitch. Max Egan moves to the on-deck circle. Throw to first. Runner's back. So even count at 1. He said 2-0 on the count. Oh, wow. Okay. Umpire says 1-1. I thought we were right with the 1-1, but he said 2-0, and he'll correct himself. Chalmers now with the pitch. And we'll have ball 2. Throw back to first. Trying to pin that runner over there. No outs, runners at first and third. This one's going to be smacked out past Martin at second. That'll bring the runner home from third. Stevens will pick it up in right field, and the Scarlets earn a run to make it 6-2. So that takes us to the second baseman, Max Egan. Runners at first and second, no outs. Bottom of 4 as Max Egan settles in. Dylan Chalmers on the bump for the Mavericks. Billings Royals are in the house. They're warming up in the batting cages down the first base line. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt, and it will be ball 1. So Max Egan showing bunt with runners at first and second. Signal is sent in, and Egan settles in. Bunt laid down the third base line. It will be fair. Dylan Chalmers will pick it up. The throw to first is there. No, they say safe to load the bases. And that'll bring us Ben Tallman. The pitcher. So loaded bases with no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Billings Scarlets 6-2 over the Mavericks. Here's the pitch. And it'll be a ball. Andy Larson moves to the on-deck circle with no outs. And we'll go ball 2. Hathaway did come out in that first inning to check on Chalmers after Richardson tried to make a throw to second, and Chalmers took one to the back. Here's the pitch, and this one's down the third baseline, foul for strike 1. So 2-1 on the count for Tallman. He's been struck out both times at the plate today. The pitch. And this one's going to be blooped out. Chalmers the throw home. That will force the out and save the run. It keeps the bases loaded. And there's one down now. And we go to the first baseman, number 18, Andy Larson. So one down for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the fourth with 3 runners on, loaded bases for the Scarlets, and the left-handed batter of Andy Larson settles in. The pitch. And it'll be high for a ball. The 1-0. And we get ball 2. Andy Larson 1 for 2, singled with a run his first at bat, ground out to finish out the second, his last at bat. And we'll have ball 3. Chalmers 68 pitches in. .71 I get from our official scorer, as we have that one thrown over the plate for strike 1. Mr. Lawrence King doing the I score for the Mavericks. Chalmers will step off the rubber. And the pitch. Nope, they're going to throw to third. Michelson thought he had the go, but got back just in time. Chalmers now with a 3-1. This one's going to be hit high, foul down the third base line, and we'll have a full count. Bottom of 4. Scarlets leading 6-2 over the Mavericks. Next game is Lethbridge and the Royals. Here's the pitch. And that one will foul back into Frankie. The catcher keeps the batter alive at 3-2. Umpire will pack the dirt around in front of the plate. Chalmers with the 3-2. This one's going to be hit foul. Stretching out Chalmers' pitch count. This one will be hit to Frazier. He'll have the throw home. Frankie will make the tag on the plate. The throw to first is high. And we've got out number 2. So the fielder's choice. And now we go to the third baseman, Dylan Johnson. Bases stay loaded with 2 outs. And the pitch. Swung on. This one's into center field. It'll bounce between Busey and Hill. That'll bring the runner home from third. Runner from second is around third on his way home. And the Scarlets will add 2 more runs on with runners at first and second and 2 outs. And it's now 8-2. Scarlets over the Mavericks.
Two out, 2 on. 3 in.
And now we go to Corey Brownson. 0-1 on the count. And a swing for strike 2. 2 outs. Runners at first and second here in the bottom of the fourth. The Scarlets putting on 3 runs to stretch their lead out 8-2. The pitch. And we'll have a ball. Clayton Frankie doing a good job of holding that ball, holding his glove out to make sure the catcher saw, or the umpire saw where that was, but doesn't get the call. Here's the 1-2 by Chalmers. Swung on. And they're going to say pass ball, throw to first, and that's a side. So the Scarlets will earn 3. They will leave 2, and they stretch their lead out 8-2. We'll be back right after this with the top of the 5th on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
They do leave 2.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at, I almost said Lindbergh Craig Field, but it's Griffin Field in Kalispell, Montana. So used to doing the Maverick games and being at home. And leading off for the Mavericks here in the top of the 5th inning will be the third baseman, Trad Richardson. So Richardson to settle in. Ben Tallman on the bump. Here's his first pitch of the inning. And it'll be high for a ball. Richardson has been walked both times at bat. Here's the 1-0, and Richardson will swing for strike 1. So evens the count out at 1. Parker Stevens stands in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Top of 5 in the 7-inning game. 8-2. Scarlets, and we move to 2-1 on the count to Richardson. And Richardson will have strike 2 as he watches that one go by. So 2-2 on the count. The pitch. And Richardson will be struck out as the umpire rips the phone book for out number 1. That's the first strikeout of the game for Tallman. Let me double check. That is the first strikeout of the game for Ben Tallman. That takes us to Parker Stevens with 1 out, nobody on. Stevens will let it go by for strike 1. Here's the pitch, and Stevens will swing for strike 2. Brendan Hill goes to the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. The pitch. And we'll have ball 1. And we'll go even on the count at 2. So a 2-2 count to the right fielder. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch. And we'll have a full count. Scarlet fans not happy with the pitch as they had something to say about it. We do have motion or action in the bullpen for the Scarlets as Stevens is going to crank this one over the third baseman's head, and Parker Stevens will find himself at first with one out, and now we go to the center fielder, Brendan Hill. And Hill is going to have this one down the third base line. It hops over the third baseman's head, and Brendan Hill will be on for the first time on the game to put runners at first and second with one out. That was hit right. It hopped right over the third baseman's head. And now we go to Sam Busey, the left fielder. And the pitch will slide over the plate for strike one. Top of 5. One out. Runners at first and second for the Mavericks. They're down 8-2. Ben Tallman on the bump, and here's the pitch to Busey. This one's going to be into right field. It's going to be into the glove of the second baseman on the line drive. And that's 2 outs. So now we go to the designated hitter, Bo King, with 2 outs and runners at first and second. And I think we might have a pitching change here as the Scarlets coach is out, and he's wanting to know the pitch count. 80 pitches for Ben Tallman. So it looks like we're probably going to have him come out. And number 16 will come in as Tallman gets an ovation. So we'll step aside for a few moments while the new pitcher warms up. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
In the pitch for the Scarlets, number 16, Michael.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their one-third size indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey. Prep Sports Network.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Change on the mound for the Scarlets as Michael Horrell is in, with runners at first and second for the Mavericks with 2 outs. So Tallman with 80 pitches total. Tallman will come in as the catcher. And Bo King, the designated hitter, will be the first batter that Horrell will face.
Come on, Bo.
Let's go 6.
Come on, Bo.
And the first pitch to King will be a ball.
Let's go, Bo.
The pitch. And we'll have ball 2 to King.
Hey, wait, be patient, kid. Let's go.
Let's go, Bo.
Mavericks looking to put together a rally here as they're down 8-2. The pitch. And King will foul it off for strike 1.
Let's go, Bo. Let's go, Bo.
Hey, get the barrel through. Let's go. Let's go.
Stay with it, Bo.
Here's the pitch. And that one will slide over the plate to even the count out at 2. So Bo King with a 2-2 count. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Clayton Frankie is in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks with 2 outs. Hill stands at first. Stevens at second. Here's the pitch. And King will swing for strike 3 to finish out the side. So the Mavericks will put 2 on. They'll leave them there. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Scarlets 8, Mavericks 2. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning, where the Billings Scarlets lead the Missoula Mavericks 8-2. Leading off is the pitcher, number 16, Michael Horrell. He came in the last inning to shut down the Mavericks. Jaron Wilcox no longer in, and Ben Tallman in as the catcher. And the first pitch by Dylan Chalmers will be high for a ball. Bottom of the order for the Scarlets as we have ball 2. So that puts Logan Meyer in the on-deck circle for Billings, and the high pitch will take us to 3-0 on the count. Here's the pitch. And Chalmers will walk the batter to lead off the inning. And that's only the second walk of the game for Dylan Chalmers. And now we go to the right fielder, number 3, Logan Meyer. Meyer looks down the third base line to get the signal and settles into the box. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the pitch. And it'll be a strike. Meyer settles in, and Chalmers with the 0-1. Bunt laid down, first base side. Chalmers will get it. Slides, throws to first. Great job by Dylan Chalmers. Lost his shoe. Gets the out at first. The sack bunt with the sacrifice shoe. And Kobe Croft comes to the plate. So they make sure Chalmers is all right. He gets his shoe back on and strides to the top of the hill. So 1 out, 1 on, a runner at second. And we go to the shortstop, number 1, Kobe Croft. Chalmers with the stretch. And the first pitch is a ball. Clayton Frankie doing a good job behind the plate to keep the ball in front of him. And the pitch swung on. This one's going to foul up over. And Frazier has it in the glove for out number 2. Now we we go to Christian Michelson. The PA announcer said that Brendan Hill got the out. It was actually Dane Frazier. Brendan Hill stands in center field, and well, it'd be pretty hard for him to make that out coming from center field. I know he's fast at that slot receiver position, but first pitch is going to be a ball to Michelson. Hard to believe that we're only a couple of weeks away from the start of fall sports. As we move in, this baseball season has gone by super fast. And this one is going to be deep off the fence. That brings a runner home from second. Michelson's around to third and just ahead of the ball. And a huge triple by Michelson to earn another run for the Scarlets, as Horrell had to sprint around from second. And that makes it 9-2 Scarlets. Here in the bottom of the 5th, and the first pitch to Max Egan will be a strike. 0-1 on the count, 2 outs, so a runner at third. The pitch. And we'll even it out at 1. Ben Tallman goes to the on-deck circle. The pitch. Swung on. This one's going to bounce out. Buchanan will pick it up on the run. The throw to first is hucked over, and that's the side. So the Scarlets earn 1. They leave 1. And we go to the top of the 6th inning. Scarlets 9. Mavericks 2. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey stick in there.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Garden of Reading has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop into Sacred Grounds for their full-service coffee bar featuring Missoula's best gourmet coffee. While you're there, pick up a pound of Garden of Reading's award-winning fudge and get a half pound for free. Garden of Reading is Missoula's home for the best dietary supplement, Define 8. Garden of Reading is located at 2621 Brook Street. Garden of Reading is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Griffin Field in a very sunny and gorgeous Kalispell, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we move to the top of the 6th inning where the Missoula Mavericks are looking to earn some runs. They're down 9-2 to the Billings Scarlets. Mavericks came in at the number 5 seed, the Scarlets at the number 4 seed. And leading off, it's the bottom of the order for the Mavericks in Clayton Frankie. So the catcher to start things off for Missoula. Next game is at 4 o'clock, folks, and that will be the Lethbridge Elks and the Billings Royals. The number 3 seeded Royals, the number 6 seeded Lethbridge. Here's the pitch, and Frankie will foul it off for strike 1. Michael Horrell on the bump for the Scarlets. He came in the last inning for Tallman. Here's the 0-1. Frankie's going to have this one roll. The third baseman will pick it up on the roll. The throw to first is there, and that is out number 1. Now we move to the top of the order to James Martin for the Mavericks. Ben Tallman would go 4 2/3 innings, strike out 1, walk 4, allow 2 runs off of 5 hits. 80 pitches thrown, 43 of which slid over the plate. Now we go to the veteran for the Mavericks, Mr. James Martin. First pitch to Martin will slide by for ball 1. So now Michael Horrell on the bump for the Scarlets, looking to pick up the first win of the tournament for Billings. Here's the 1-0, and Martin's going to have this one popped high into right field. Right fielder's got it in the glove, and that is out number 2. So now we go to the shortstop, number 10, Brendan Buchanan.
Brendan Buchanan will bat with 2 out.
Buchanan, he is double. This one's going to bounce out to the first baseman. The toss to the pitcher, and that will be the tag to finish the side. So the Mavericks are 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 6th. We move to the bottom of the 6th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Scarlets with the 9-2 lead.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West. Some changes in life are too painful to go through alone, and Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
Welcome back to MPSN, and the Mavericks have made a change on the mound as Thomas Martin has come in for the Mavericks to pitch, and Dylan Chalmers is done. So we'll put together numbers for Chalmers.
Things out the bottom of the 6th for the Scarlets.
We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Number 11, Ben Tallman.
Ben Tallman, the catcher. Tallman started out on the mound for the Scarlets, and Thomas Martin ready with his first pitch of the game. And it'll be low for a ball. And this one's going to be smacked out. Parker Stevens puts it in the glove, and that is out number 1. So that takes us to Andy Larson, the first baseman. So Dylan Chalmers, 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, allowed 9 runs off of 9 hits, 94 total pitches, 66 of which slid over the plate. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. Larson lets it go by, and we go 2-0. have the Mavericks president at the game, Mr. Tom Barkley. Good to see the support. Those guys have always been so great with support. Wednesday night was the final game for the Mavericks, as we'll have the first pitch over the plate for strike one. They had senior night, and the longtime concession stand man, Mr. Tom Root, as the pitch is going to be hit into right field. Parker Stevens going to back up, and that one's off the board. And a home run earns the Scarlets a run. So Larson bounces one off the scoreboard. And now we move to Dylan Johnson, the third baseman. Here's Thomas Martin. As the Lethbridge Elks are in the building now. Royals are set up. They finished up their batting practice, so the Elks will make their way over. And we'll have 2-0 on the count with one out to Dylan Johnson. Oh, and it looks like nope. They might have been sitting on the camera before, but nothing in the view now. And now we go to 3-1. So 3-1 on the count. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be cranked off. Hill is back to the warning track, and it's in the glove for out number 2. And we go to the left fielder, Corey Brownson now. It looks as though on the camera view that there's nobody in front of the camera. So Logan DePrise coming in now for Brownson. And this one is in the glove of Busey to retire the side. So a home run scores a run to make it 10-2. We go to the top of the 7th where it's all or nothing for the Mavericks, down 10-2. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey Wolf.
Welcome back to MPSN as we go to the top of the 7th inning where the Missoula Mavericks are down to the Billings Scarlets 10-2. It is all or nothing for the Mavericks here, and leading off is their first baseman, number 7, Dane Frazier. Got the Great Falls Chargers sitting to the left of us. Looks like a new man in the lineup for Trad Richardson and Caden Heydrich in the on-deck circle. And the first pitch to Frazier will be a ball. So Heydrich looking to make a appearance here as the pitch is low for ball 2. Michael Horrell on the bump. He would come in with 2 outs in the last inning and strike out the batter to finish the side to keep Mavericks from earning runs as they had runners on. Here's the pitch. And that'll take us to ball 3. So 3-0 on the count. To Dane Frazier. Here's the pitch. And we'll have strike 1 to Frazier. So Caden Heydrich in the on-deck circle for Trad Richardson. Parker Stevens in the hole. Here's the pitch, and Frazier's going to have a strike on this one. It's going to go into right field, and it's in the glove, and that's out number 1. So now we go to Caden Heydrich, the kid. Hydro, as they call him. One down.
He'll bat for Trad Richardson in the 4 hole.
And Hydro waits for his first pitch from Horrell. He'll let it go by for a ball. Heydrich has really stepped up and matured this year. He's the youngest player, not only age-wise but grade-wise, the lone 16-year-old going into his junior year at the AA level, I should say. And this one's going to be bounced down the line, foul for strike 2. Are we even at 1? Okay. Even at 1 with 1 out. Caden Heydrich's first at bat. Even count at 1. And Hydro will swing on it. It did get some contact, but regardless, it's strike 2. So 1-2 on the count. Hydro trying to battle it out. In the pitch. And we'll have an even count at 2. Mavericks need to put 8 runs on here in the 7th to keep the game going. And the pitch. And he reaches for it. It's fouled off. Hydro will stay alive. But as I was saying before, Heydrich has really come on. Struggled a little bit at the beginning of the season, but really the biggest turning point was the first game in Rapid City. He was on the mound, and he really got some lumps in there. I mean, the post-22 hard hats, as we move to a full count at 3-2, really worked him. But he showed his maturity, stood strong, held on, and just played through it regardless of what the score was. Really saw a change in his maturity there. This one, Hydro's going to put in the crease, and that is in the glove for out number 2. So we go to the right fielder, number 18, Parker Stevens.
Bat for the Mavs, Parker Stevens.
Two outs, nobody on. Stevens waits for the first pitch, and it's low for a ball. So Michael Horrell looking to put a halt to the Mavericks rally. Stevens will swing for strike 1. We have seen the Mavericks pour runs on in this stadium just a couple of weeks ago against the Lakers. Here's the 1-1. Stevens will swing for strike 2. So 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Here's the 1-2. And Stevens with a check swing, but did not commit, did not break the wrist, so we'll go even at 2 on the count. Next game is Royals and Elks. And we'll have a full count to Parker Stevens as he's patiently awaits that pitch to slide across. Brendan Hill goes to the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. The 3-2. And Stevens will foul this one off. Looked like it might have gotten some love down the third base line, but it'll be foul. Stevens now fouls it off once again over Hathaway's head. Keeping himself alive at 3-2, battling away. Trying to keep everything together for the Mavericks here. Give Brendan Hill a chance to to hit with 2 outs. And the pitch to Stevens. And he'll foul that one off again. Parker Stevens battling away here. Three-2 on the count. Hill will come out and restock our umpire. And the 3-2. And Parker Stevens will be walked to put a runner on with 2 outs. And now we go to the center fielder, Brendan Hill.
Brendan Hill batting man on.
Hill settles in with Stevens at first. 2 outs. And Hill patiently lets that one go by for a ball. Sam Busey goes to the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-0. Hill will swing to even us out at 1. Horrell with the stretch. And Hill will swing for strike 2. So 1-2 on the count to the center fielder. 2 outs, Parker Stevens at first. The pitch. Swung on, and this one's going to get to the third baseman. It's by the third baseman into left field, and with 2 outs, the Mavericks will have runners at first and second. They're going to call that one an error on the Scarlets. Regardless, though, we'll take it as that puts Hill on at first. So now we come to Sam Busey. Parker Stevens at second. Brendan Hill at first. Burrow will check the runners. And now the pitch to Busey. Busey's going to smack this one. The third baseman will pick it up, the throw to first, and that is the game, folks. So Busey with a ground out to finish out the side, and the
Scarlets get the win 10-2 over the Mavericks.
Knock the Mavs to the consolation bracket.
Mavs will fall to the consolation side.
40 total pitches for Michael Harrell.
We'll get to the post-game stats here in just a moment as I figure them all together. So, the Scarlets get the win 10-2 over the Mavericks off of 10 hits on 10 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors, and left 5 on base. The Mavs, they would earn their 2 runs off of 5 hits, 3 errors, and 12 left on base. And really the story coming right out of the gate in the first inning. 3 errors scored to the Mavericks that earned 4 runs. So that's the big story here. And the Mavericks fall to the consolation side of the bracket, and the Scarlets move on. So the Mavericks will have the, let me open everything up here. The Mavericks will have the 1 o'clock game against the Bozeman Bucks tomorrow. It is win or go home. The Scarlets will face the Chargers tomorrow at 4 p.m. We'll have the next game up today at 4 o'clock against the Lethbridge Elks and the Billings Royals. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll have the next game in about an hour and 8 minutes.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Well, goodbye.